Oh, no, I need that. Hi. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're all having fun. You know what? Why don't I tell you about a dream that I had last night about this stream in particular? Because I did. I had a dream about it. I dropped down. I had a dream about it. I dreamt that I didn't wake up until midday rather than 11, which is when this stream starts. And and I had set up the stream the previous day to automatically start. Like I'd set it to auto start. So I woke up at 12 and there have been people watching for an hour. A camera, like the stream started, it went from the countdown, it went into like the gameplay, and the game was just open and nothing was happening. There was nobody on camera and everyone was very confused and could hear all the stuff that was going on in this house because I just had been asleep and the stream auto started. This isn't a real thing, but it is a dream. Wasn't a good dream.
What sounds were they hearing?
I don't know. Presumably, people talking. Maybe somebody else was awake. It was weird. But that's how I
Who
dreamt.
lives with us?
Ah, no, goblin. Little goblin that lives in our kitchen. But yeah, so welcome to the stream, everybody. I'm actually here. It hasn't just auto-started, and it isn't a camera of an empty room. We're going to play some Banner Saga. How have you all been? Having fun? Oh. We did some, Oh, you could have heard McFly recently. So he was at the vet yesterday, and he had to get like anesthetic and go under because they were doing like a full tooth cleaning thing. And so his post anesthetic haziness has been him just walking around doing stuff, going. The entire time. It's been very funny. He'll just be lying on a couch going. It's very cute. So you would have heard him. You would have heard him all morning. Walking around, making a single extended tone. Like a grumpy old man ghost.
He just did it then.
Oh. That's what he's been like. It's been very funny. He's doing that post-anesthetic thing where he'll be perfectly awake, but he'll just be completely like a heavy lump. He'll just be like, I'm down. I can't move at all. You'll try and shift him, and you'll pick up just his hips, and his torso will still be on the ground going, no, I'm not going that way. But yeah, we're going to play Banner Saga, if that wasn't clear. Exactly. That's the post-surgery dog experience, is sad but funny and cute. Well, not surgery. He had his teeth cleaned. It's nothing. Alright, you're now over there. Hi, everybody. And I'm going to find the game.
You wanna walk?
Oh, here he is. He's ready to go for a walk. There he is. He's much better now. Oh, this game's going to be loud. Whoa, hold on. That's going to be loud. Let me just pull that down. And I don't have my headphones on. This is terrible. There'll be echo. There'll be... Alright, I think that's working now. I have no idea what just happened. I mean, it just undid itself. Maybe the cord is getting a little bit wonky. Ooh, new webcam. Ooh, new webcam. Okay, hopefully you can hear me now. Is that all good? Can you hear me? Yeah, beautiful. Good. The delay on Twitch is such a bummer because you're like, hey, everything's good. And then there's like 30 seconds where nobody's telling you it's fine. Hey, Tanvi. Cool. So, we're into the game. We're all good. So as an update of where we're up to in Banner Saga, for people who haven't been here for the entire time, let's open up the map and we'll show you what's happened.
You took a long way, but you shouldn't have.
We did take a long way. Come on, map. Alright, so here we are. We're playing here as Rook, the human who came all the way here from Skoga. And he went west, 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 west through the Nordfelling wastes on his way to escape the Dredge, a bunch of evil people who were attacking his village. In the meantime, we also had, coming here from Schlid, a group of... or from Vedafell? From Strand. That's where they were from Strand. A bunch of big Hulken giant Varl who were going this way so they could see the king being in Grofheim. Now they got to Grofheim. Grofheim's been destroyed by the Dredge. The humans got to near Grofheim and they were like, man, Grofheim's been destroyed by the Dredge. And now there's a giant worm attacking and a huge Dredge army run by immortal soldiers. Let's run back to Einatoft to defend ourselves there. Someone said hello to your knee,
Yes,
Danny.
I see.
We got to Einatoft. They had a bridge. They didn't want to destroy the bridge. And we got a message from a mender, who is like a cool mage wizard person, a druid, who was like, I'm still alive and you all thought I was dead and I'm here in Sigurholm. So we're going to go down there to meet her and possibly use her power to help save the world. We left Einatoft. We didn't destroy the bridge after much deliberation. So they may have got destroyed by a bunch of soldiers. Meanwhile, they were being attacked from the back. People coming over the summer path. And we came down and we basically went, ooh, if we go this way, there'll be a million Dredge, so we'll go the long way around via Haugstorp. So that's what we're doing now. And hopefully, we don't die terribly. I feel like my people are quite sad. And my morale is bad, and I'm running out of food. Let's check out who's hurt. I think maybe everybody's dying. No, it's just Hogan who's injured. So that's fine. We don't need to wait for Hogan. We've got Ivar, who's incredibly strong. Egil, Onuf. We've just met up with Gunnulf and Uben. Remember Gunnulf and Uben, everybody? So we've got a pretty cool team. Got some fun stuff going on. Oh, what does Gunnulf have as a weapon? Skulia. Yeah, so that's where we're at. So we're going to keep playing through and we're going to figure out what's going on. I don't think there's much game left. I think there's a chance we'll... Oh, no, I haven't. You know why, though? Because it's made by Larian. And I just don't like Larian Studios games. I've tried so hard to like them, and I just don't. Because they made Divinity, right? Divinity Original Sin and Divinity 2. I've tried both of those games, and I get about 2 hours in, and I'm just like, man, I don't care about anything in this game. And I stop. And I've tried them a few times, and I think that has soured me off trying to do Baldur's Gate 3. Because it's kind of like, I'm sure I'll start it up. They'll have a bunch of cool character creation. I'll pick a person, I'll start, and I'll be immediately uninterested in every character and story decision, and I'll stop. So, I don't know. This is not a critique of the game, because I don't know anything about Baldur's Gate 3. It might be amazing, but that's what's put me off, because their previous work is something that I just haven't enjoyed. Same as, like, all the Obsidian stuff, all of the, Pillars of Eternity and Tyranny and stuff. I love it so much on a surface level. Like, on paper, it's like, this is the perfect game for me. And then I get to play them, and I'm just like, wow, I do not care about any character or person or story beat or anything. This is just stuff happening. And so, I haven't been into those either. So maybe Baldur's Gate 3 is good. But you know what? I never really played through Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. I was exactly the right age for them, but I never got super into them. I never owned them. I played heaps of Neverwinter Nights, but I didn't get hugely into Baldur's Gate. So I might just go and play Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 first, because I can just play those instead of Baldur's Gate 3 and enjoy myself with them. Although, honestly, I feel like when I tried to play the first Baldur's Gate, I had a similar feeling about, like, I don't really care what's going on. Why am I playing this game? But I feel like I got really into Neverwinter Nights. So, who knows? Who knows? Have you played the Baldur's Gate 3 Early Access? Or do you plan to? Or has anybody here played them? Was it Baldur's Gate 3 where they released that little image of like, we gave you all these options for character creation and here's what you made. This is the average character you've created, and it was just like stock standard white guy? Fair little janky. Well, I'm glad. I'll probably give it a try at some point, but I don't know. I think I'm not excited enough about Baldur's Gate 3 to get it in early access. I very well may get it when it releases, but early access I might not bother. Oh hey, we've got an event. Look at that! Shouts one of your clansmen. The caravan stops to watch dredge pooling into the village you just passed through. I hope anyone who stayed behind got out alive, says Alette, but you have your doubts. They're coming, says Ivor, pointing out a line of dredge leaving the village and marching towards you. As you watch, the dredge in front falls over, and then the one behind it falls as well. You hear a twang to your left. Nid, the archery student of Oddleif's, who you recall deftly shooting a snow rabbit, is firing arrows down the hill. Another dredge topples. That's incredible, says Oddleif, squinting. But we should get out of here. Oh. Everyone romance a human wizard. Okay, so there's romance. I feel like the original Baldur's Gate stuff didn't have real romance things. I could be wrong. It took them a while, I think, to get into that kind of romancy stuff. But yeah, that's fun. I don't mind romance in a game. I quite enjoy it. I don't like romance in an actual tabletop role-playing game, but in a computer version, I quite enjoy it. And then there's those romances in older games that never went where I wanted them to. Never went hard. Like, I would romance Cartho Nassi every day, but you know, it doesn't hit as hard. I would be shocked if there weren't gay romance options. Meanwhile, but that I don't like as much. I get it, I understand it. That always bothers me sometimes when characters don't have a canonical sexuality. Sometimes that bothers me a little bit. Purely from a difference in existence of world building. And it's not a real thing, it's because it's tailors to your own gameplay, so it's perfectly fine. But sometimes it feels a little bit odd. But, you know. That's you know, up to the people playing whether or not they think that's better or worse. I kind of want to shoot a few more, because I think that'd be good for morale. But also might risk us getting killed. Let it do a few more. Yeah. Oh, nice. Now Nid's joined my team. So sorry. So the NPCs all have completely fluid sexualities, but some very strong stances on race. I don't care about your gender, but you do have horns. Sorry. Someone's been nicking extra goods from the supplies, a concerned woman tells you. Counted them myself yesterday, no mistake. This keeps up, we'll all be starving before long. I mean, yeah, look, fantasy racism. There's a place for it if you want it. Someone's been nicking extra goods. I am running out of supplies. Oh, a woman told me about the stolen supplies, but maybe I should ask some clansmen. Maybe they'll tell me if they'll be more trustworthy. I'll post a few extra guards. To deter any further theft, you discreetly place some trusted guards by the caravans. You hear a few people casually point out the extra manpower, but no one seems to raise an alarm for now. Oh, that doesn't sound good. That does not sound like it's going to go well. Oh no, everyone's so sad. But what am I going to do if I stop to rest? We'll die. If I can buy more supplies, I will stop to rest. Yeah, right. No one notices quite yet. Oh, look at this beautiful art. God, oh, this is gonna line up. Oh my god, are you all prepared for this? You ready? Here we go. Here we go. They're just flexing like they're just showing off their fun, layered transition effects. Here we go. Hello. Oh, it's the Godstone. Oh, do they have perception checks in? Do they affect anything other than like spotting traps? The gods. This game is so loud. The Godstone of Dunda passes around. In the frozen climates here, it looks like the rock is split and is falling apart, held together only by the deep snow. Curiously, when standing between the stones, the wind drops off completely, picking up again once you pass through. That's fun. Oh, new trivia questions for Neil. Awesome. Trivia question for the whole chat. Take this up for a second. Trivia question for the whole chat. We're going to say... yeah, it is suddenly. The game suddenly got super loud. But I think if I make this much quieter... it's going to be super quiet when anything else is happening. But we'll see. Tell you what, I'll get past this loud music before I ask you a trivia question. I almost wondered if we should rest here for the night, says Ida, who seems to have noticed the same thing. With all the snow around it, Dredge might not even be able to find us. Let's stay here overnight. You walk around camp before settling in. Along each strand of Dunda's massive beard is carved a different part of his story, and you turn your head to and fro to read it. While the Loom Mother, who was the first to create, she soon found a counterpart in Dunda, who embodied her ideals in a masculine form. Dunda took some of her creations, gave them beards, and showed them the secret of smithing. That's how you make a man. A beard and smithing. Though many remember him just as fondly for teaching them games and songs of mirth. As the camp settles in, you notice a group of boys huddled around something. They show you an offering box, carved into the Godstone itself. The box is an elaborate construction of interlocking pieces which slide around when touched. This is it. This is my time to shine. We can't get it open, they tell you. It's like a puzzle. Try to open it. The boys take turns working out the puzzle and give you tips when it's your turn, though you don't seem to make much progress. Eventually, they leave to sleep until it's just you and a couple of other determined youngsters. Keep working on the puzzle box. It's hard to know how long you spend sliding around the smooth puzzle pieces, but when people begin emerging from their tents, you know you're in trouble. Exhausted from a long sleepless night, worse still, the box remains closed as you shuffle wearily along with the leaving caravan. No, I wanted a puzzle. Okay, so trivia question. Oh, I'm gonna run out of food and die. This is terrible. Hawkstalk better have some stuff. Hopefully that volume's a little bit better. Ooh, what am I thinking? What's a good trivia question? I wanted to ask something that was relevant to the game, but I won't. You know what? We're just going to go back to the classic. Here you go. Here's some trivia for you. Pachow. We got 6 questions here. You ready? Please answer in the chat if you can. The father-son dynasty of what country are known as Great Leader and Dear Leader? That's the first question. Which country's father-son dynasty are known as Great Leader and Dear Leader? North Korea is correct, Monkey. Welcome. Alright, North Korea, good work. Next. According to the song, what material was Frosty the Snowman's hat made from? Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, I got it. What is Frosty the Snowman's hat made from? A woman's stifled scream failed to overly concern anyone. It was only a matter of time before the expectant mother gave birth. The caravan is simply excited by this first sign of new life since the trip began. We're only one day out from Hawkstalk. We can waste a day's worth of stuff and then buy some supplies in Hawkstorp? I don't think I can. I'm going to run out of food. Discreetly you make your way to the family's tent amidst cheerful clansmen. You give your most heartfelt congratulations to the parents, telling them how strong the young boy looks. The mother cries and the father thanks you repeatedly. Morale improved. We're still poor morale. Oh, and I got some renown which I can spend on food. Oh my gosh, we are so terrible right now. We shouldn't have gone the long way round. We should have just gone through the bloody summer path. This is terrible. Silk. It is an old silk hat that they found. Neil, you're thinking of Monkey D. Luffy, the main character of One Piece. That's where you've gotten confused. The stock market crash of the 19th of October, 1987 is popularly known as what? The stock market crash of the 19th of October, 1987 is popularly known as what? That's another question. In the distance, not the Great Depression. That was later. That was 2 years later. No, sorry, not 2 years later. 1987. Sorry, that was a million years earlier. Great Depression started in 1929, but they have a similar name. So I read that as 1927. And I thought, oh, it's a couple years before the Depression started. But no. They have a similar name, the first days of each of those things. In the distance, Hawkstorp smoulders like an old campfire. Even from here, you can see black figures shambling through it. Oh no. That looked like a dead town, remarks Ivor, confirming your impressions. There's usually survivors. Oddleif reminds you. Check it out just in case. We're going to run out of food, but we have to do something. I hope others would do the same for me. Dredge are nothing we haven't faced before. Ivor grunts, but otherwise says nothing. I thought that was Ivor, sorry. Besides, it might throw Bellower off the scent a bit. You hear a day's march. You had a day's march out towards Hawkstorp. Oh my god, supplies. Black Monday. It is black, but it's Monday. Oh, as soon as you step foot in the small town, you think you've made a mistake. It's thoroughly littered with corpses. Within moments, the dredge are upon you as though you stirred up an angry hornet's nest. You draw your weapons. Black Monday is correct. Meanwhile, before I figure out who I'm taking into battle, what is the first message that Charlotte weaves in Charlotte's web? What is the first thing that Charlotte weaves into her web in the book Charlotte's Web? Some pig is correct. What creature is integral to the manufacture of the Sardinian Kasumazu cheese? What creature is integral to the manufacture of the Sardinian Kasumazu cheese? Maybe Matsu. I don't know Sardinian very well. Cool. See you, monkey. Oh, we got Nid now. Good old Nid. Oh, she has 2 points available. A mother of 3, Nid comes from a life that never had to worry about things like Dredge destroying her home town of Frostvella, but has adapted better than anyone expected. Oh, she's from Frostvella. That's fun. Oh, what's her thing? Bird of prey? Shoot further. Oh, and she can always hit. So if their armor's higher than her strength, she can still definitely do some damage. That's cool. You'd prefer... What did I say? Did I say integral instead of integral? Or did I say integral instead of what you want to be integral? I can't remember how I said it. I think usually in this context I would say integral, but in this case I may have said integral just because it flowed through the sentence better. The answer for that one is maggots. They put maggots in their cheese and it's a delicacy. Maggot cheese. You know, maggot cheese. And the final question on this card is, in which Olympic sport are competitors forbidden to have a beard? In which Olympic sport are competitors forbidden to have a beard? No beards for you, Olympic competitors. Well, it's called Kazumatsu. Not swimming. Not swimming. Because presumably in swimming, a beard would only be a deficit to the competitors, so I guess they're not forbidden because it's like, hey, if you want it, I don't care. But they are forbidden by the Olympic Committee to have beards when doing this Olympic sport. Summer. Yeah, it's the Olympic Facial Recognition Tournament. I mean, yeah, because otherwise you have to focus on applying for jobs, which is just boring and terrible. 6 points available for Ivor. When did that happen? Oh, because now he's only got one arm, so he's a different character? He now battering rams with his head. Boom! Beautiful. It is a contact sport. Wrestling is a very good guess, but it isn't wrestling. Fencing? No. God, who do I want to take on my team? I mean, that's not the worst team. Ivor and Eggle to kind of form a bit of a shield. Everyone else to do some damage from afar. Maybe I'll take Alette out. I can put Nid in. I could throw Onef in. I do like Onef. We'll throw Mogan in, who I don't like that much, but he is pretty cool with his spinny attack thing. Oh, I don't know who I should take. Do people have any suggestions? It is boxing. Sorry, I looked away while everyone was saying boxing. Boxing. Correct. Boxing is correct. Presumably, I don't know, does a beard help you with boxing? It obscures the lines of your jaw, makes it harder to hit properly. Gives you a little bit of face padding. I think obscuring jaw lines and giving you a tiny bit of face padding is why you can't have a beard when boxing. Alright, so... Or a safety issue? How does a beard make boxing unsafe? You can't target it in boxing because your hands are all mitted up. There's no real... You'd have to... be more of a risk in judo. I don't think you can pull on a beard in a boxing match. Judo, it makes more sense. All right, if you're wrestling or in judo, maybe you could think, oh, it's you know, you can use your teeth. I mean, I suppose, but you can do that to people's ears as well. All right, is this a good team? That's a good team. Let's not overthink it. Let's just get ready for battle. Worst case scenario, we all die and it's a terrible failure. Bah. Beard. Man. What do we got? Slinger with Sunstrike. I don't care about Sunstrike. Sunstrike. That's the guy who's annoying. He's the one who throws bombs. I don't like a bomb throwing slinger. 10-11's easily deal with a ball. 19-11 is a bit tough. I want to break his shield down. So I could start by trying to break his shield down with Ivor. Follow up with... Oh, if he gets a turn earlier, that'll be a bother. Stick in Eggle straight away. The risk is clumping up too much because then this guy blows us up like a loser. Oh man, I'm scared of how all this is going to go down though. But I don't think I can deal with that. I think I am going to clump up. Yeah, let's do a 7 armor break. Pulls him down to 12 armor. Oh, is that going to go next? Oh, it does. Nice. Going all the way in here, so I can take out as much of this guy's health as I can. Boom! Down to 4 already. He gets his next turn. He can't do anything, so he's going to throw explosives, I guess. Both onto his square. That's a bit of a bother. Who goes next? That guy. Okay. This guy I just want to kill. Usually I want to keep people on 1 health. That's usually the better idea. But for the guy who can drop those bombs, he is always scary all the time. You know what I mean? Like... Okay. It's gonna run away for a little bit. Yeah, that just restores armor. Now, Arc Lightning does arcs to diagonal units. Here's my question. Does this guy have any diagonal units? Is it only diagonal from the exact corners of his square and therefore it will go to nobody? Or could you go like up to this top square and then go diagonally across to Eggle? Could you go on this square and go diagonally down to there? I actually don't know. I think he has no diagonal units. Does anybody know? Does anybody risk hazarding a guess? Because my first thought, he has no diagonals. But I don't know how it counts diagonals. Could you count any of his squares? Yeah, right? It's not helpful, is it? Oh my gosh, Neil, hold on. If someone was beaten to death, and you and somebody else were the only 2 people awake at the time, and you heard loud noises which made you investigate, do you think it would be... Let's find out. Cool, he had no diagonals. Sweet. Do you think it would be logical to rule out the other person as a suspect? Well, I don't know. No, why would you rule them out? There's 2 people who are awake, and someone gets beaten to death. Why would you be able to rule them out? I don't understand the thought process. All you know about this person is they were awake. So it makes sense that they probably did do it, right? Like, I don't understand why you would rule them out. Seems like they're just a person who may have been mean. Have I done that? Okay, I'm happy with that. What do you mean they don't have... How do we know their motive? All I know is that a person's been beaten to death. I'm so confused by what's going on. I'm so confused. What's happening? Did I do... Is this a reference to something I've done? Okay, I'm very, very confused. I need to hit this guy before he does anything scary. Like right now. Yeah. Alright. Don't know why this stuff hasn't blown up yet. Will it just never blow up? Does it explode on the other person's second turn? I'm very confused. Alright, give him some armor back. Still just this big guy I don't need to worry about. Nice, getting his stuff low. Oh! be so rude. The character that got beaten to death was trying to poison me, but I don't think my sibling is guilty because neither of us knew I was being poisoned. Interesting. Oh wait, no, I'm an idiot. I'm a diagonal person. I hit myself like a fool. That was dumb. Alright, well it looks like it's possibly time to start killing people. Oh nice, I hit. Nice. Alright, we're good now. That went so much worse than it should have. That's me being rusty getting back into the game. But we did it! We killed a bunch of dredge! Welcome to a fun dredge fight, everybody. We got some renown, which I'm not going to spend on character levels. I'm going to spend it all on food, if I have the capacity to. This town is nothing but ghosts and now covered in more dredge bodies too. Remarkably, as you're about to leave, you find an old man sitting quietly in a tattered market stall with a couple items in front of him. He hums to himself as if nothing were wrong and seems to be in shock. Your clansmen gather him into the caravan before you leave. Food is necessary. Oh, 1 renown gets 10 food? Total level 50? Yeah, please. Alright. That was very helpful. Let's chat with Nid. Remember Nid? Our new archer friend? I don't know if Nid had a voice. I mean, I just gave her one, but I've already forgotten it. I don't know if we've ever spoken. This is my voice. I'm Nid. I'm Nid, your rook. I know. We've actually been traveling together for a long time. Isn't it strange how you can be so close to people and not know them? Every day I pass people I swear I've never seen before. I wanted to thank you for letting me join you. Have you always been such a good shot? Honestly, I never even tried before Oddleaf made me. I spent my whole life making clothes, cleaning. Oddleaf's good, but I don't think it was all her doing. It feels right. I just look where I want it to go. Anyway, I feel better. The caravan, the people worrying all day and making problems. Sometimes they really stew in their misery. I'm glad I can do something helpful. Where are you from? I don't think you're from Saga. I knew most of the people there. No, I had a house in Frostfella, but we were driven out when the dread started to show up. My husband died, trying to protect our home. My sons and I were thrown out into the fields. I'm sorry. Eccle's men killed my husband. Now Eccles is traveling with us. For a long time I was angry. Why did he get to live? Why did you decide for the rest of us? You look away momentarily, not sure what to say. But I've let it go. I have 3 sons, and I don't want them to grow up with hatred in their hearts. That's why I wanted to thank you. You consider your response. You're welcome, I should be going. Don't think anything of it. We all have our own problems to deal with. Let me know if you need me to put an arrow in something. Or someone. She returns to her tent, where her boys are waiting for her. Oh, just incredibly evil. Alright, well, I spent all the round I could on marketplace shenanigans. I have 8, which means I could rank someone up from level 1 to 2, but no one's at that point, so I've got nothing to do with the rest of my renown. I'll just keep it. And we shall continue on. And you know what? I've bought some food now, so I'll take a little second to rest and continue on. Just 1 day of rest. Just a little bit of morale. But I can't afford any more than that. So on we go! Traveling! We're now heading from... So this is all the detour. We could have been to where we needed to go already. And all of this food loss is because I took a detour because I was scared to fight some dredge. Like a fool. Some clansmen have approached a large patch of wild fruit. Sorry, they've discovered a large patch of wild fruit. When you approach, you see some people who've begun to sample them. A mother frets about whether they're safe after overhearing one of the children say that it tastes funny. Others start gathering by the basketful. Well, I mean, they're poison berries. What are you talking about? Discussion in fruit. Observe someone who actually already ate some. I'm going to observe someone who already ate some. After a short time, you note the slurred speech of a young man partaking of the fruit. Besides a little drunk, he seems perfectly fine. Oh no, what? Oh, hold on a second. Take a bite myself. So everyone watches as you taste the fruit. You pause after swallowing and feign choking. Alette rushes to your side in panic, but your laughter soothes everyone's concern. Soon, everyone is a little tipsy from the fermented fruit and spirits are high. Hey, 12 supplies! Morale improved! Everyone loves some fermented fruit! God, just... Every now and then you just gotta take a moment to appreciate how lovely this game looks. It's such good art. Look at this. Look at that. I love the trees. It's just beautiful. What a great looking game. These sad, desolate, broken Godstones. I can't believe I couldn't open that puzzle box. The Godstone for Ingrid, goddess of knowledge, looks on as the caravan takes a much-needed rest. Iva shoos some children away from a solitary dredge slinger lying dead beneath the stone. Should we be worried about that, you ask Iva, pointing to the dredge body. I don't think so, he replies. Still, couldn't hurt to have a few guards look around. Hours pass without warning. Hey Danny, welcome back.
Hey.
You missed me kill some dredge in a cool fight.
Oh, no.
It was perfectly normal. Inspect the Godstone. Ingrid's Godstone is carved with ancient runes which don't make much sense to you, though Avind tells you how some of the menders have deciphered them. It's how the menders learned the language of the gods. Past the largest stone, a long series of slabs contain more writing all the way down the hill. The odd thing, he tells you, is that the writing occasionally changes depending on who is reading it. Usually it describes the history of the gods, but it can be about nearly any topic. Sadly, Avind doesn't know how to read it himself. Bad read, sorry. Juno could, he says. Pack up and move on! As you're readying to depart, you hear screams from near the main Godstone. The same boys so curious about the dredge moments before are shrieking and pointing. For a moment you think it must not have been dead, but then you see that they have opened a wrapping that was in the dredge's hands. Wait, says Iva, his arm across your chest. This shouldn't be seen. Get everyone away. A chill sweeps over you. Alette pushes past and gasps. Stop! Shouts Iva. But the curious onlookers have already seen it. What is this? What's going on? I have no idea what this is. On the ground before the dead slinger is a small stony figure, its hands searching for something it can't find. That's a baby. That dredge is a woman. We've been killing women. We've been slaughtering women and children this whole time. Leaving them to die. In a war, it's only the males who fight. We've been fighting these dredge the whole way. Why are women with children on their backs attacking us? They're not invading. They're running. Everyone stops dead in their tracks. The entire caravan is gathered around, aghast. When I... Sorry to ruin the moment. When I spoke to Juno, she told me something was coming. She didn't know what. A darkness, something black is covering the world, and the dredge are running from it just as we're running from them. The serpent, the quake, it's all the beginning of the end. Ivor, you knew. Why? Why didn't you say something? Ivor? When I was young, I killed one of the Sunder during the Second Great War. We called it Rays. Every time we would build our defenses, it would flatten them and push us back again. I became separated from the rest of the Val and stumbled upon Rays deep in a snowstorm, alone. She was nursing. I threw my axe. It twisted in the wind. Her son died in her arms. She was so pathetic, kneeling in the snow, she didn't even try to stop me when I took her head. That's how I killed the Sunder. When I found my way to Grofheim, the Val wanted to make me Kender, next to be king. I left. Walked until I ended up in Skoger, where no one knew what I had done. The only sound is the wind blowing through the trees. Man! I didn't expect the dredge to just be like normal people. Also, if they're fleeing, they are needlessly murdering and slaughtering a bunch of us, so they're not that normal. For a long time, notice is a thing until a child breaks the silence. What do we do with the baby? She asks. A lump forms in your throat, looking at the small obsidian creature squirming before you. Oh, dang! What do you do with a dredge baby? I didn't know the dredge could have babies. I thought they were like the Val and they'd just been created en masse.
Well, you said they were people at the start.
Did I? There's people. And then there's dredge who are like...
See, I thought you described it and said that they're these people who are horrible and attacking things, because I was going to say, oh, when I heard the word dredge, I assumed it was like some
No,
plague.
so far they've been like Darkspawn.
Oh, okay.
But now they're like
Definitely use the word
Markspawn.
people.
Ah, okay. But I guess we're going to take it with us. Short Louise is insisting we take it with us. So we're going to take it with us. Oh, what is this? Not long afterwards, one of the women comes to you. It's struggling with being held by this, she says, giving you a hairpin that looks distinctly undredge-like. An inscription on the silver almost slips your notice. Persevere. From the goddess herself, if you ask me, the woman tells you. I mean, this is wild. Because, like, on the one hand, yes, the dredge are fleeing from another force, but they're also attacking every village they find and burning it to the ground. So it's not exactly like they're chill people who don't want to fight. They clearly also want to destroy all of, you know, all of the people here. Yeah, now I got a baby and silver. The two things that you need in life. Babies and silver. Man, can't we just make it to where we're going? While walking, the words of a mother's song reach you. It's soothing, nuanced, and about your current journey. When she finishes, a man begins a tale of his own in verse. The woman quickly responds with another poem, and the entire caravan slows to listen to the entertaining competition. I'm going to join in with a verse of my own. The whole caravan is shocked when the first line of your poem rings out. You mimic both contestants, adding your own spin on their tales. At last, you end with a joke at your own expense, and the peasants wildly applaud. what a Rook's really falling into his role as chief. I joked about myself, and the peasants loved it. Siggerholm. Oh, we're here at Siggerholm, everybody. Puzzles, true. That's the third thing you need. In fact, get rid of the baby, add puzzles. Don't really need the silver either. Just maybe just like bread. It's nicer than
As
silver.
Sigurholm approaches, we fear the worst. The once calm lake surrounding it now looks like a bowl that has been flipped. Proud home sinking into muddy water. A side effect of the quake. What has the rest of the world become on the other side of those mountains?
Oh yeah, this is wild. That's true, the baby is a puzzle. Here you go. The baby is a puzzle. Ready? It sounds like a place ships dock. Why? Because there's an infant. That's my cryptic crossword clue for baby. Sounds like a place where ships dock. Why? Because there's an infant. Place that ships dock is a bay. Not really, but you know, why not? And then the Y is the letter Y, and you get baby, and that's an infant.
Where did the other bee come from?
Oh yeah, I forgot about the other bee. I just said bay. Yeah, it was on the fly. I forgot about the other bee. Shh, don't worry about it. We've changed how baby is pronounced. It's now just bay.
So you mean you're going into Zuma slang?
Yeah, it's Zuma slang. Nah, no, but it sounds like a place that ships dock, so I don't need the extra Y. That's just the bay part of bay-y. I didn't need the two Y's. It just sounded like bay. But yes, there wasn't a second B. You got a bag of crushed pasta as a puzzle. It's not a puzzle. That's a bag of crushed pasta. One catastrophe to another, says Oddleaf as you pull into Sigurholm. The town appears to be sinking into the lake. Townspeople peek from dark windows and makeshift hovels further up the hill. No, says Eyvind, looking frantic. Where is she? He runs to the front of the caravan, looking out over the water. Juno isn't here, and you get the creeping feeling you're not welcome either. Going upriver looks out of the question. The beach is bare, aside from the occasional skeleton of a ruined fishing boat. You reluctantly set up camp in the sinking town. All I'm saying is, how long are you willing to wait? While taking stock of caravan, you've inadvertently walked into a debate between Oddleaf and Eyvind. As long as we need to. And I think we need to get out of here. I don't feel good about this place. Why? What's wrong? Something doesn't feel right. The people here are staring at us like those vultures in the wastes. I'm sorry, Eyvind. I think Oddleaf is right. I saw a man the whole time we were setting up. He was just watching me. In a creepy way. And how long before the dredge find us here? Juno will come. Just give it a little more time, Rook. Listen to me. I need you to trust me on this. Trust me on this. Rook. Trust me on this. Man. Market. 1 renown gets 3? That's not 10. I went to go pick it up. They handed me 1 bag of pasta. They went to hand me a second bag of pasta, took it back at the last moment, put it on the table, smashed it with a large book, then handed it back to me. I love it. What item did I get? Vadran Silver Brooch. 1 strength resist? Does that mean they take 1 less damage from strength? Because that's pretty wild. How fun. Okay. What the heck are we doing here? Not much planning I can do, so let's just chat with Avid. See what he has to say about stuff. You're really worried about her, aren't you? What? Oh, Juno. Worry doesn't begin to describe it. If she doesn't find us here, or something has happened to her... Are you sure what you saw was real? Could have been a dream, or... I don't know, you were pretty exhausted. I don't know. And to be honest, I'm not sure anymore. Everything is a blur. Don't tell the others I said that. I have to hope it wasn't just a dream. What's it like to be a mender? Being a mender? I guess I never really thought about it like that. It's just part of me. When you're very young, I would join the order. Born into it, you could say. My mother and father both menders. The guild is for lots of people now. Builders and healers. Do they all pull lightning out of the sky? No, that's not normal. It's one of the reasons I know Juno. She's one of the council. She helps me control things like this, so we don't end up scaring people. How exactly does weaving work, anyway? Well, the hardest part is usually seeing the threads. Everything is part of the tapestry. If you didn't watch our Arium stream, I don't know where it is on YouTube, but if it's up there, you should go and find my stream playing the Arium RPG, because this is all too much of a coincidence. Everything is part of the tapestry. It's made of threads woven together. If you can see the threads, you can manipulate them. I don't know how to explain it, really. It's like trying to play a harp with invisible strings. Look at my stuff, for example. Some menders carve intricate patterns in the wood to help them remember the shapes of... Like I said, it's hard to explain. Why is Bellower still following us? I saw Grofheim as it burned. Evan gets a faraway look in his eyes. The thunder blew through it like a tempest. The Val fell in the thousands. Most of the thunder left the city and headed south. South! Who knows where they are now? They might be destroying every town they come to, or heading toward Aberran. Bellower stayed in Grofheim, just for the sport of it, I think. As we fled to Einatoft, I thought he must want to wipe the Val off the map completely. But then he came for after us. Maybe he knew Ivor was the one who killed Reyes. Maybe, but... just let's make sure he doesn't catch up. Do you think this is the end times? I don't know what to think. I wish I could give you a better answer. Even if we escaped the dredge, that serpent said the darkness was covering the world. I don't know how long that would take. And what it means, even. I'm just trying to solve one problem at a time. The Menders are in Aberran. If we can find ships and make it to the capital, we might have a chance. I won't take any more time. No, it's okay, Rook. I appreciate the talk. It's good to stay grounded. I spent all day worrying about serpents or thunder. I think a lot of people are intimidated or scared, maybe, of me. Don't worry, it's nothing new. I'm used to it. Maybe sometime we can talk about things that don't include the world ending. Ondine. Well, I guess it's time for us to continue on. Okay, just a little longer. Man, I don't think she's going to turn up. But I think we tried so hard to get here. It's wild to just leave straight away. But we don't have much food. We've only got 7 days worth of food. What do we do with, how many days can we afford to give up? If he wants us to go to Aberran, where's Aberran? Where the hell is Aberran? Oh, down there? I mean, that's years away. Get boats and go to Aberran? What are you even talking about? But she did say meet us in Sigbion. I'm going to wait. I'm going to at least wait a day. A scuffle has broken out in front of the houses. Thief! Shouts one of your people as a group of strangers flee from your camp. Oddleaf is already running in their direction. They took our supplies! You hear from nearby. Try to talk it out with the locals. You wander onto a beach where some men have been waiting for you. Some terse words to exchange about whether anything has been stolen or not. You don't see who draws the first weapon, but it stops the conversation cold. Ugh. Weapon! This team was okay, but not the biggest. Wasn't the best. Maybe what I'll do is I'll get rid of Alette and throw in an extra fighty boy. Let's do that. Let's just see how that goes. I hope they didn't take the baby. I spent a lot of morale taking that baby. Aw, what a bunch of little babies. Oh man, some of them are strong. Nice. Alright, 1 health. Beautiful. Alright. Not too bothered about that. The risk with these guys, and I should check who can do it, is that some of these guys can do bloody flail. So even when they're on 1 health, they can still do a lot of damage with it, which is always a hassle. Gonna drop some arrow there just in case someone comes into that space. Oh, but I could also just start moving up here. Let's do that. Leave that space in there in case someone tries to sneak through the middle. Rude. I don't know if I can trigger that arrow. There's a way to like... Yeah, there you go. Nice. Nice. Not hating this. Oh no, I'm hating this. Alright, he can't bloody flail, so that's okay. Oh, if I'm willing to take a hit from one set of lightning. If I lightning this guy, the only diagonal person will be this guy, and his diagonals will be that guy and this guy. But Ive will get hit. I think that's well worth it. Hold on, let's try that. If I go Arc Lightning on this dude, I'm gonna hurt Ivor, but I think it's gonna be worth it. Oh no, it didn't hurt Ivor. Didn't count as diagonal to Ivor. Perfect. Nice. God, Oddleaf is so good at getting away from people. This guy's still scary. Oh, he's stonewalled. Okay. Well, in that case, let's... do the same for myself. No, don't run through. Attack for 3 damage, and he's now not a worry. Yeah, I thought that was going to happen. Oh man, that lightning was very good. Except for how much it reduced this team size. Which was a bit of a bother, but I think that's okay. Nice. Oh man, you just do so much damage, Ivor. Still can't get through any defense, so he's just going to break armor, and now we're going to crush him. Beautiful. Look at that. What a fight. Oh, you missed a very good fight, Monkey. We got a perfectly timed, a perfectly organized lightning that just ripped through an entire crowd. It was amazing. And again, learning about those adjacency rules is interesting. There's a lot more leeway than I thought. Though less leeway to attack large dredge and spread it out. But he was standing, so that diagonally to him would be a square with Ivor in it. But that didn't count. It would have to be diagonally to one of Ivor's corners. So they were touching at the corner. So that worked out brilliantly. The thieves scatter pretty quickly when you start laying into them. But when you return to the caravan, you discover why. Even more supplies have gone missing since you rushed out to fight. Wow! I mean, I'm going to spend all my renown on bloody more supplies. That's just to recover what I just lost. Oh, I hate you. Let's leave. This is ridiculous. No, I don't want to leave, though. I want to... One more day rest. Random sort of people from the caravan confront you. Listen, says one, we don't feel safe here. I don't know anything about menders or whatever, but we're gonna leave, and I hope you'll join us. Looks like a couple dozen people, farmers and fighters alike, feel the same way. The game is really trying to make me go, but I feel like I might be rewarded if I stay, or it might just be a terrible thing. Maybe everybody is right, and I shouldn't stay. Oh, I'm so scared. I'm gonna wait. Encourage them to stay. Oh, it's so many people. I can't keep waiting. We gotta leave. Or do I rest one more time? Oh, what do I do? What do I do, everybody? Do I just keep resting till I run out of food and die? Like, what's the plan here? Now I've got this sunk cost, right? Like, I've rested so much. But I've only got 5 days of food. No, I don't have the supplies to travel onward. Not really.
Can I Google it? I don't have to tell you, but can I?
Yeah, you can Google if you want
What am
to.
I Googling?
Banner Saga 1. Where are we? Scrumble deer? Where are we? Waiting, you could just say waiting for Juno. But we're in Sigerholm. Sigrholm. You don't necessarily need to tell me. Oh, do we keep resting? Do we just rest until... Do we just spam rest? Neil wants us to spam rest, but what if we run out of food, Neil? Think of the consequences. Oh, I'm so scared. Does it look like if you rest forever, nothing happens? I think we just gotta leave. This is terrible. She's not coming. Sorry, everybody. I've given up. We've got problems, Eliza. The whole place is flooded. We could try and walk the muddy parts, but it'll be slow going. We could try to float the caravan over the lake, but we might tip or get stuck. Or we could just go around the whole thing. No idea how long that'll take. What do you think? Now, if I've learned anything from the Oregon Trail, caulking the wagons and floating across will be a bad idea. If I detour around, we don't have the food for that. We've been waiting too long.
People seem really annoyed about this whole section.
Apparently never arrives? Yeah, that's fair.
People aren't happy.
I don't mind it. Because everyone's telling me she's not going to turn up, she's not going to turn up. They're just right. I should give up on it. And I have. Do you want to caulk the wagons? Do you want an Oregon Trail? I don't want to go around. If I go around, we're going to run out of food and die. If I ford the river, it'll be slow. Let's caulk those bloody wagons. You do your best to float the various ragtag groups of your caravan across the muddy lake towards Bursgard. Things quickly go bad, between rafts pulling apart or people tipping into the murky water of the lake. Eventually you gather everyone up, but you've lost some precious time and supplies to the bog. Wow, they waited 180 days?
Yeah, I'm finding the
How did they have the food to wait 180 days?
But they didn't.
And then Neil, after sitting there telling me to waste all my food resting, he's just like, oh, well, you're dead now. Get out of here, Neil. Now I got no food. We're starving to death. A flurry of snowfall seems to come out of nowhere and quickly thickens until you're unable to see the man in front of you. You shout out a complete halt, but the screaming winds drown out the sound. My God, that sentence was hard to read. You shout out a complete halt, but the screaming winds drown out the sound. A day passes before the blizzard abates and clansmen start to reappear from the snowdrifts. It quickly becomes apparent that not everybody is where you last saw them, and a quick search of the area is not enough to recover all the missing clansmen. I mean, look, we don't have any food anyway. What are we doing? Waiting so we can die of starvation? Oh, things are getting so mean here. We searched for a little bit longer before going. While calling out for missing family and friends, the clansmen trample the snow into a boggy slush. Any chance of finding tracks are soon lost, and the caravan slowly submits to their solemn failure. We're just dying. As you're about to head off to sleep for the night, Onef pulls you aside. Oh, I'm so sorry, everybody. I have a couple concerns I wanted to speak to you about, he says. In private? That's Onef's voice, canonically. I'm so sorry. Things are getting dire, but I have to stick with this voice. I can't change it as we go. That'd be ridiculous. What's on your mind? How well do you know the people traveling with us? How many strangers are in the caravan now? We have picked up quite a few. I've been watching folks since I joined you. Your companions from Saga, they're loyal. I mean, it seems pretty clear they died to protect you. I suppose I'd do the same. What about the Val? You don't even know half those warriors. You're telling me they have no problem following a man's orders now? After everything that happened at Einetoft? I trust Ivor to handle it. He's fearless, I'll give you that. But look at him, he's run ragged. He can't be there all the time. What happens the first time the Val don't want to do what you tell them? Let's be honest, they could take this caravan by force at any time if they wanted to. I've got no choice but to trust them. Gotta disagree with that, Rook. We always have a choice. They're not the biggest problem, though. There's a mender with us. A mender who pulls lightning out of the sky and tells us what to do and where to go. Myself, I think we lucked out when his mentor didn't show up at Siggerholm. Haven's just an apprentice? What in the depths is his master capable of? Think about it, Rook. What do you really know about Avon? I heard they were found practically dead in the middle of nowhere when the dredge started showing up. Then an enormous serpent showed up at Einetoft after tearing the world in half, takes one look at Avon, then bolts. Suddenly they need our help instead of the Mender Council. How does that make any damn sense? Might be distorting what happened. Or Avon might be. I'm grateful for what you've done to us to get us this far, Rook. But it's always been about trust. Now it's time to part ways, so to speak. Nothing personal. Suddenly you gasp for air. Why? You can just leave without murder. Onef! You can leave without murder. What the hell, man? There's no supplies to steal. Your vision blurs and blood fills your sight. You gasp again. There's a bird whistle and the camp becomes a blur of motion. Onef's fighters from Fostervella leap into action, cutting people down. As Oddleif turns to fire on the men, Onef runs her through and pulls the blade from her back without even breaking his stride. You're not that strong, Oddleif. I haven't leveled you up. She drops like a sack of flour. In one clean motion, his blade then takes Eggle in the throat before the boy can grab his shield. Onef heads straight for a lady who freezes in unbridled terror. You rise to your feet through the pain. Eggle and Oddleif are dead! Somehow you find the strength to cleave the nearest traitor in two, but you can't find the breath to shout. You think your lung might be punctured. What the hell? Onef clutches Aleth's wrist amidst a commotion, tosses her bow aside and pulls her into the deep woods. Her eyes meet yours across the campsite. No, her lips say, though you can't hear the words. A dozen men appear between you as Ivor steps into view, as fearsome as you've ever seen him. What the hell just happened? Why is this game so rude? Why are you punishing me? What are you doing? Why did I agree to play this game? Eggle! Oddly! He was a weak kid. There were such higher levels than him. They were so strong, and Oddleif's just a baby. wasn't because I did the wrong thing. I just got XCOM'd. How do they do this? This is so rude. Yeah, right? You said, no, the scripted stuff makes me feel even worse because there's a good chance maybe if I'd said the right things or done the right things, I could have changed it. Oh, you should still buy this game. It's so good. It's just incredibly rude. Where's back? No, is one of these actually him? No, they're just randos. Oh, rude. Okay. Let's start. We're trying to crush some people on this side. Alright, those two are useless. 1 health, 2 health. Oh no, they're gonna bloody flail me though. So they're still strong. That's the problem with these dudes. They're still strong. So usually the best plan is to keep everyone in low health. But when they can wild flail, they're still strong all the time. That's really mean. Leave her on 1 health though. Hey, rude. No, you get out of here. Hey, no, hey. Right. Oh my god, there's so much damage. Alright. Alright, have a good night. You can catch up on the VOD to see what happens next. Alright, they're all... Oh, this guy's still super strong. And he gets the next turn. So he's just going to kill Gunolf. I'll just kill this guy. Oh, you're going to kill Gunolf. Oh, he's not going to kill Gunolf? Yeah, he is. Cool. Alright. 1, 1, 2, 2. I can just start taking them out now. They're all pretty weak. Prediction? Oh, good. I'm going to recover from all the losses. That's good. Ah, damn. You got me. Oh, man. Where is Alert? Shouts Ivor, tearing through the nearest bandits, but you were already hobbling into the deep woods where they disappeared, ignoring the battle raging behind you. In a haze of pain, you start to think you've lost their tracks. Then you hear Alette screaming in the distance, followed by silence. You tear through the trees. In a small clearing, Alette lies with her back against a tree. Her hands and her clothes are covered in blood. She stares vacantly ahead, unblinking. Beside her is the body of Onef, an arrow buried in his right eye, as if placed there by hand. She looks in your direction and then at Onef. I killed him, she says. Oh. I mean, it's also scarring. She's just been killing Dredge up till now. Alette, are you alright? You cringe as much from the pain as the appearance of Alette and her bloody struggle with Onef. No, I'm not hurt. I had no choice. Dad, your chest, you're bleeding. Suddenly she's at your side, putting pressure on the wound. I can fix this. Where's my needle? Oddleaf, are you dead? Ivor, I found him! Just as your sight goes black, you see Eyvind, Ivor, and Alette standing over you. Man, bloody Onef. And I thought Ekkel was a bad guy. He's gonna make it? Your eyes open to the sound of Alette's voice. Normally, a wound like that, I only hope I did enough. I'll survive. Dad! Alette stops herself from hugging your bandaged chest, pulling your head to hers instead. The words come out easier than you expected. Oddleaf? Oh, it's a good thing she's gonna pull through! Oh, it's a good thing Eyvind was here, she's gonna pull through, though it was a nasty wound. We managed to kill most of those traitorous sons of bitches and the rest fled into the woods. There were a lot of people I couldn't save. You did everything you could, Eyvind. Nobody expects you to raise the dead. Eyvind frowns deeply, putting a hand to his forehead. Why did Onef do this, Rook? He was talking to you right before it happened. He'd been planning it all along, clearly. I think that much is clear. Ekkel killed a good half dozen of Onef's men by himself. He told me Onef was running Frostfellow the whole time.
He left Frostfellow behind when he saw a better opportunity. Guess that relationship is over. Ekel was always just a barking dog you put in a yard to find out who your enemies are. It was no accident Onef went after those of us from Skogir. He must have thought with us gone he'd take the banner and the rest would fall in line. Or at worst, they take all the supplies for themselves and leave the rest as dredge bait. We have to be more careful. We can't just let anyone join the caravan anymore. Where do you draw the line, Ivor? I don't know, Rook. I really don't. None of this changes the fact that Bellower is out there somewhere following us. The swamp around Sigerholm might buy us some time, but we've got to keep moving. Your body aches all over, but Ivor's right. The road calls. The caravan is already starting to pack up camp. Poor Eggle. See you, Lady Sparky. Poor Eggle. Man. Rude. And there's still no supplies, exactly. How's the wound? You notice Oddleaf wince as she rises to greet you. It's doing a lot better. When I saw it happen, I thought for sure... Oh, well, I'm really glad You would have missed me, Rook, she smiles. Without Haven, that's all you could have done. Instead, you put up with my crap a little longer. Still aches like you wouldn't believe, though. Well, maybe you would. Heard you took a stab in yourself. I guess things could have gone worse. How are you doing? I'm doing alright. Sometimes it's lonely since my husband died. I guess I'd say it's more like being alone, even surrounded by all these people. Not like I don't have enough to worry about, though. I'm glad to have a Les around. And you, Rook. What do you think about the caravan? You mean should we start kicking people out? That's a tough one. Usually I'd be the first to give you a dirty look for suggesting it. On the other hand, I got a sword in my back. Oddleaf thinks for a moment before sighing. Don't send anyone away. Just make sure nothing happens to Alette. I'll let you get some rest. Okay, thanks. I'll take you up on that. You know, you're welcome to keep me company. When I'm a little more awake, I mean. I'll talk to you later. Cannibalism? Neil, don't suggest cannibalism. It's a bad look for the stream. New people are coming into the stream, they're jumping into the chat, and what do they see? They see Neil saying we should eat human beings for fun. And they think, oh, that's not the kind of atmosphere I like when I'm watching people play a game. I think maybe I shouldn't eat people for fun. Oh, he had a ridiculous voice as well. But I can't remember what it was. I can vaguely remember what it was. I can't remember how to do it. Look who it is! Still not dead! How are things, Rook? It was kind of like that, but I don't think quite as high-pitched. I can never guess with you, Ekel. I heard you helped drive off the traders when Onef attacked us. And it leaves me always wondering. What's your deal? I'm not so hard to understand. Why don't you try asking instead of telling? Why didn't you warn us about Onef? Didn't I? How many times did I have to call up a trader before you got the message? What do you want me to say? Watch out, Onef's gonna murder your whole family. He didn't fill me in on the details. He was always like that. In fact, I'd be surprised if he tried to convince you off me. But listen, I don't need to know, so keep it to yourself. Why did you stick with him? I don't know, Rook. Family makes you do weird things. You know what the worst part is? We became kin when he married my sister. She died of a fever one night. But she didn't. She wasn't sick. He killed her. I don't know why he did it. Maybe he just felt like it. I was so furious. I got so angry that I wanted him to beg. I could kill him without a second thought, but that wasn't enough. I wanted him to feel sick about it, puke his guts out. And somehow, that turned into... Over time, he never cared, and I gave up, and I did what he wanted. Don't know how it happened. But when I attacked you and Frostfellow, guess I'll say it just wasn't my idea. Okay, do I let Ekel join me now? Is that learning from my mistakes or not learning from my mistakes if I let Ekel join my team? Like, is that me going, okay, now I know more about Ekel, and now he can join my team? Or is it me being an idiot who hasn't learned that all of these Frostfellow people are ridiculous? You want to see Ekel? Done. Alright, use a good fighter. I'm behind Ekel. So, Rook, I don't have to be a prisoner anymore? So I can let me walk around my own axe and everything? It doesn't mean I'm not watching you. I can accept that, you're a good man. I think this was a stupid idea, but there we go. And I need to take a piss! Not the only busy man around here, you know. Yeah, we're all gonna die. Echo's gonna kill us in our sleep. I've learned nothing. Eccles level 1? What a baby. Run-ins with this lunatic have made you hesitate to let him fight by your side, but his strength and skill almost makes it worth the risk. I mean, he is pretty strong for a level 1 dude. He's got shield wall and guts. He's a grudge wielder. The enemy leaps to great heights before bringing down his axe on the enemy, causing, oh look at that animation, it's beautiful, causing all units adjacent to him to be knocked back, friend or foe. Affected units take normal strength damage, plus 1 strength damage for every tile they are pushed. Wait, does that mean all the units take strength damage? That's amazing. That's cool. You can just clear an area. Alright, Eccle's pretty cool. Oddly's back, but she's injured. Alette's back. Not Eccle, though. Sorry, not Eggle. There's too many Uggles. Alright, well, let's leave. We've got no time to waste. We still have 0 food. People are dying every day. Man. Oh, that was intense. Is that a town? Is that a town with a little bit of food in it, maybe? Oh, that looks like a tiny township to me. Come on, hurry up, guys. Ahead you find what appears to be a good number of peasants surrounded by brigands. One of the armed men looks over his shoulder and says, "Gods be damned, this is all I need. Listen, don't interfere, and one of these supply wagons is yours." While remaining silent, the peasants plead to you with their eyes. Okay, now, I'm going to ask what's going on because there's always a chance it's like the brigands are like, "We had all our stuff stolen by these peasants." They like to switcheroo on you. "Nothing concerning you," he replies, "and before you start telling me otherwise, these are my clansmen. They thought they could run off with every scrap of food in the village. Now, all I want is you to move on, so take your share or don't." Get out of here. The man turns completely towards you, shaking his head. "Had a feeling you'd be that type," is all he says before the brigands rush you. Let's fight some brigands, baby. Ivor, Hogan Mogan. Gunnulf, you're out. Eccle, you're in. Rook, you're out. Nid, you're in. Avind, you're in. No, you know what? Avind, you're out. Rook, you're back in. Ready for battle. Alright, what do we got here? Oh man, a bunch of dudes up here. With a bloody flailer. Oh, so many bloody flailers. I hate bloody flail. Alright, we're gonna stick over here. That's how we're gonna go. Oh, that'll just kill him. I don't want to kill him. Yeah, I want to do 4 damage. That's what I want to do. Bang, got him. This archer's going to do something mean. Okay, that's not too bad at all. Let's bloody flail. Okay, this is going alright. I can't move Mogan. I can only kill if I want to kill. I don't think I want to kill. Oh, rude! Whoa, rude! I didn't agree to this. Eccles' turn. 13 and 10. Man, that's strong. I mean, it's as strong as me, so that's okay. Five damage on her. Weak. Yeah, these bloody flails, they're bloody annoying. Ooh, that's so strong! This guy's got too much health. I'm gonna kill him. Eleven, 12. That's just so tough. I'm just gonna run over here to give extra armor to people. I shouldn't be killing these people. Grudge? I got an achievement for that. Defeat an enemy with a grudge wielder is an achievement. Okay, I just do not know my plan here. I'm gonna try and take out a bunch of this guy's armor. Ignoring her. Oh, he's so strong. Cool, he's back down to being weak. This should be okay. I think this is going to work out. I don't think this is so stupid. Yeah, Rook's dead. Oh, that's actually annoying. I didn't want that to happen. Oh no, there's another guy there. I forgot about him. He gets the next turn. And I can hit him for a lot. How? Puts me down to 3. 3, 3, 12. This guy's still big and scary. Oh, and it's going to be this guy's turn next. Okay. So, for me, all I want to do is get over to where this guy's going to be. I'm going to move here. Alright. This guy gets his turn next, and he's incredibly strong. And there is nothing I can do about that. He's just going to kill me. So I'm going to have to just let him kill somebody. Pretty much. Man, he's just going to kill anybody he wants. This is insane. I'm now going to lose. Okay, okay. That guy's turn afterwards. And then the wrong dude. Oh my god. Okay. Honestly, he's going to just kill someone on his turn. There's no way of stopping that. So I think what I'm going to do instead is... Come on. Alright. He's going to kill someone. He has to. He's just going to get a kill on his turn. And the best I can do is hope that on 3 turns I can do something. Oh, he bloody flailed like an idiot. Oh, that's good. Man, this is a tough fight. Alright, let's see what I can do with a bloody flail. Oh, I hit way too much of his... No, he didn't kill him. Awesome. Alright, and then Echo just kills him. Oh, well, I'm glad I got Echo. Oh, that fight didn't go well, did it? When they came in, they just hit with a bloody... sledgehammer of an attack. But I did it. I survived. That's okay-ish. Maybe I'll get some supplies out of it for helping those people who had all those supplies. Man. With the brigands either fallen or fled, the peasants they left behind thank you profusely. It is true what he said, one tells you. We took the food and left. May the gods have mercy on me. I'd let them die. They hesitantly join your caravan. Yay, I have a tiny bit of supplies again. God. Oh my gosh. Hey Danny, when you were looking up where I was at in the game, waiting for What's-Her-Face,
Yeah.
did it look like we were really close to the end of the game?
Oh, I wasn't looking at a walkthrough.
Oh, okay,
That's
sorry.
the question. I have no idea.
Because it's been 2 hours. We're at the point now where we can end whenevs, but I feel like we're close to the end of the game. Like this first of the 3 games. The villagers here are completely oblivious to the destruction that is coming. All we've seen is some dark figures far off, they tell you. Aside from a few young families, they're reluctant to pick up their things and join you. You know, Neil, every time I mention that it might be finishing, we're still going, don't worry. I mean, don't join me, my god. 1 renown gets 5. You know what I might do? I might use 5 of my renown just to level up Eckel. Because he looks strong and cool. And he has a cheap level up. And then I'm going to spend the rest on supplies. That too. Alright, the rest is just all going to supplies. Because if I don't, I'm going to die forever. Great. Happy with that. Do I need to rest to deal with injury? If I do 1 rest, I get Oddleaf back and Rook back. I would still be double injured. Bloody Ivor. Let's do 1 rest. Oh, I could do a second one just to get morale a bit higher and then leave with 8 days worth of supplies. Let's leave with 8 days worth of supplies. Okay. Let's go. I have no idea what the hell we're doing now. This is just... near the end of the game, but not like half an hour away. Interesting. We're only just hitting 2 hours in a bit. We're not even 2 hours in yet. So we'll keep playing. Maybe we can get to the end. We'll see. A gaunt man and woman approach the caravan, hands held high. A word, friend, the man says. We are poor farmers down on our luck. Oh. Sorry, I'm getting a call from somebody. Oh, from Green Cross Vet. Hold on a moment. Alright, sorry about that. Just a call from the vet as a follow-up. Turns out our dog died and they gave us a fake McFly replacement. So that's where we're at now with that.
Don't think I'm not suspicious every time.
They just gave us they just found another greyhound. They went, here you go, have a little Italian greyhound. And that's where we're at. So that's what's going on. I know, I hate the fake replacement dogs. No wonder he was making that same monotone sound for the last day. It's because that's what replacement dogs do. We're poor farmers down on our luck. The woman hits him and says, "We're outlaws, plain and simple. 10 of us and we'll help you in a fight for some food up front." What are your crimes? Misunderstandings, the man says. Mead houses are confusing. Never know when you've drank your share. The woman hits him again and says, "We've stolen. Killed a few when we had to. Skills that might benefit you out here." This is like the test. This is like the game testing me. Like, were you paying attention to what's been going on with ONEF, with everybody? Like, what do you do if suddenly some people come up and they say, "We are mean bandits. We'll join you for some food." Right? You know? And it's like, I want to be like more cautious, but I feel like the game is going to be like, you were more cautious and now people are going to die because of it. Or the game's going to be like, "Oh, you weren't cautious, you idiot, we just taught you to be cautious." I don't know. I'm going to send the outlaws away. This is, you reckon, Neil says go away. Anyone else want to have a differing opinion? Or are we just going to tell these outlaws to get out of here? Because the last outlaws that joined me murdered my entire family. I think I am right in being like, go away. I don't want murderers living with me. The man stops as the woman glares at him. He nods as they shuffle away quietly. It takes until camp is set to notice that a few of your supplies have gone missing. Pay attention to your supplies, Rook. Everybody keeps stealing them. You have so few. Put them in a single caravan with an armed guard. Several women are talking expressively at the young girl. Do you remember the young girl? The young human girl we found nearly frozen to death? Now called Alkfroster. That's kind of mean, probably. The quiet child's face expresses quiet terror, aggressively jabbing at the dirt with a stick, which she clearly used to draw on the ground. Study her drawings. The markings are somewhat intricate. The squares and circles could be wagons, including a depiction of yokes in front. A line from the yokes leads to deeper gouges where Alkfroster has jabbed the stick repeatedly. Depending on how you look at it, though, it could be almost anything. Try to talk to Alkfroster. "You're safe, Alkfroster," you say, looking into the girl's blue eyes. She calms a bit before stepping towards you. Using her stick to point at the deep gouges in the ground she previously made, she whispers, "Edge, edge, edge." Doesn't mean anything to you, but you feel like you connected with her a bit. Morale improved. Now we're going to get attacked by the edge, edge, edge. Oh, what is this little building? Or stone? Is this another Godstone? Yeah, I think it might be. Leaning back in the forest. A Godstone. Overgrown with plants. Berries. Oh, we're going to eat these berries. Oh man, what a big face. That's we've just escaped from it. It's still chilling up in the north eating mountains, I think. It got to the battle, saw the Menders there and went, "Oh, dang, Menders," and left. So we're not quite sure what's going on with that. And also that big mountain eating thing is weird because it's like, I'm the serpent whose job is to destroy the world, but there's something else destroying the world instead. It's ridiculous. So I don't know what's going on with that. The imposing Godstone of Bjorulf approaches. His severe visage makes it clear, or visage, makes it clear, like, it makes it feel like he's watching you even now. The caravan spreads out, happy to be free of the confining forest and in open fields. Hogan pulls you aside to show you some red berries. I saw them growing on an ash tree that looks like it was chopped down long ago. "These shouldn't be growing here," he says excitedly. I'm sure these people had voices at one point. I cannot remember them. "I haven't seen these in a long time." He and Mogan busily go about collecting the berries. In fact, in honour of Bjorulf, some of the caravan crack kegs of mead and wine before anyone can stop them. "To the only god that matters!" they shout. Everyone drinks and you're glad for the merriment that has swept over the caravan. Inspect the Godstone. You look up at the Godstone. Bjorulf's... Oh no! How are your spy runs going? Where are you up to? What ascension are you doing? Bjornulf's head surrounded by images of casks and drinking horns. Though he was always depicted as being stern, Bjornulf was one of the most popular gods of men and Val, the one who taught them how to brew. It seems like more than coincidence that the long fields around Bjornulf's stone have always been excellent for growing anything you could need for a good drink. In Slay the Spire? Slay the Spire is, it's like a roguelike, so you start again every time you die. Oh, trying to actually do the heart as the finale. The heart is so bloody hard. I'm going to collect berries with Hogan. I trust him. They're not poison. What exactly are these, you ask Hogan. When I would travel to Borsgard with my father, sometimes he'd buy us a few of these, Hogan replies. Couldn't be a luckier find. See for yourself. You try one and you can feel energy returning to your tired limbs. Not taking a few more would be a wasted opportunity, you figure. As the hour becomes late, the caravan is eventually ready to get back on the road. The day by Bjornulf's stone is one of the few memories that hasn't been tarnished by the spectre of bad fortune, you think to yourself. Ooh, gained an item. Thistleberry. I remember one of my first, I think my first heart beating was as the defect, and I had like a bunch of focus and 10 orbs, and they were all frost, and so every turn I had like a passive like 60 defense. So I was just like, what are you gonna do? Get through my passive 60 without playing any cards? Good luck. It was good fun. Up ahead, and then I had like thorns or something, so anytime he was attacking me, he was taking damage. It was very fun. There's a chance I also had it so every time he dealt damage, I was summoning lightning orbs. So anytime he did that 3 times 12, he would get hit by like 12 lightnings forced. It was very fun. Up ahead, a scout shouts. Some giant hall, but it's empty. You approach the structure, but recognize none of the markings. The walls seem unsteady at best. Finally, sleeping beneath a roof, you overhear. Several families begin unpacking. I'm going to look for clues about why it was abandoned. Whoever left here may have had good reason, you tell the caravan, but after a few tiring hours of searching for clues, you have no answers. The frustration of the waste of time is apparent on the clansmen's faces. I mean, it's gonna fall apart. Right? Like, that's what's gonna happen. Get out of here, morale. Let's go to Reykjavik. Reykjavik.
Reykjavik is more of a smattering of farmhouses than a proper town. Though judging by stray dredge stalking through empty fields, it is barely even that anymore.
They're all from Minecraft, Neil. That's what it is. They're all from Minecraft. Easy. Reykjavik comes and goes as a long series of farmhouses, abandoned and crawling with dredge. The farmers have probably already fled to Borsgard. Try to hurry past, but eventually spotted. Dredge start ambling in your direction. Well, hold on. Stone is just like the basic stone. Yeah, end stone to be the basic land in the end, and netherrack, is that just normal nether? Yeah, is it that they are the basic stone of their dimensions? Nice. What's that? Points out Oddleaf, up near one of the longhouses. In the distance, a large person, clothes seemingly covered in blood, is cursing loudly and stumbling about. He staggers into a longhouse, laughing. The dredge heading your direction turn back, roaring. They begin to pound on the longhouse door. They seem to be holding a grudge against this particular person. You doubt the door will hold long. Rush to help. Against my better judgment, we should probably do something, you say. The others agree, even though it means putting them all at risk. As you quietly approach, the dredge have managed to splinter the door and break through. Hey! Shouts Avar, wearing all red, standing on the other side of the dredge. Came all the way up here just for me? He seems unconcerned about the dredge as he hoists his enormous sword. Sigbion. A warhawk on level 5. Found in a drunken stupor, Sigbion appears to be part of a clan of questionable morals, currently residing in Borsgard. What does he have? This scarlet feather. 2 movement, -1 aggro. Love it. What's this other item I found? Thistleberry. +2 will per rest. Alright, so let's throw in Ivor. I got Sigbion. I didn't know there was a thing that was end cities. I thought the end was just the dragon fight. Gotta take Ekel. Ekel's smashing it, but he needs an item. Yeah, let's take this weird team. Not the happiest with it, but we'll find out. No, I have no idea. Couldn't tell you at all what end cities are made out of. Oh, that's a lot of dredge. Oh, I'm not happy with this. There's a 9-10 guy over here. And then the rest are all slingers. My god. Sunstrike. Oh, but they're all just Sunstrike slingers. None of them are exploding slingers. Okay. That's not too bad. Let's start by... Purple stained glass, purple, endstone bricks, all the above. I'm going to say all the above. Alright, he's down on 1. That's pretty happy. Sorry, it's always D, but you're always wrong. Except for right now, when you're not wrong, because it's D. Damn, you got me. Oops, oops, oops. Hey, don't you guys line up in a weird way? Nice, caught him. Get a good lightning from this dude. Oh no, he was. I didn't realize he was. Oh no, I fully realized he was diagonal to Ivor. Oh, I was looking at all the other ones and how they lined it up. Lined it up. That was dumb. Ah well. Foolish. Alright, looks like I can start killing people now though. Dead. 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 Oh no. Just for the fun of it. Yeah, I'm not so worried about the rest of this. Oh man, I can't do any willpower. Oh, because I got shocked. Which of the following is not a mob that is or will be? How do you know mobs that will be in Minecraft? Glow Squid, Shulker, the Warden, Ice Sloga, Moo Bloom, or Nether Skeleton. It's always D, so it's Ice Sloga. And STM when the first bunch of episodes of the new arc are ready to go, but we haven't actually finished playing it, so I haven't fully solved the murder. But we reckon, I reckon I'll probably, we'll do our final recording session tomorrow. And at that point, I should be able to release the first episode as soon as I've got that done. Which means I can probably release it back to normal Friday schedule. There's a good chance the next Solve This Murder will start coming out on Friday.
This Friday?
I think this Friday.
That ready?
I am that ready.
Wow.
The first episode just needs music. And I've already written the music. I just need to place the music. And I've already marked for myself where the music goes. So I think Solve This Murder this Friday. Welcome to my meat house. Sigbion's house of meat. And me, it's Sigbion. Welcome to the meat house. Wasn't expecting a Val this far south. Or this drunk. I can't see that. There are people huddled in the corners of the meat hall looking on with uneasiness. Who are all these... Who are you people? No, they're friends. We made this place. It's not really mine. You lured Dredge back to a room full of unarmed people? What's wrong with you? Come on, I saved everyone in here. They shared some fine drink, the best drink. Wait, I was saving your ass. Remember that part? If you knew you'd come up here, you could have told me. What do we do with this guy? Anyone here is welcome to join us. I haven't learned my lesson. The townspeople will show you a huge stack of barrels filled with quality meat and help you haul them back to the caravan. Plus 20 supplies! Plus 10 renown! I'll miss this place. Good memories. With some help, you gather up the casks of mead and head back to the caravan, Sigbion and the other survivors in tow. The caravan gives the boisterous Varl a large berth as you set out for Björnsgard. Alright. So we must be close to the end of this game. This is so interesting. Oh, what did I do? Sigbion wakes in a pool of his own sick. Why am I surrounded by small people? The other clansmen let him sleep off his drunken stupor on the ground, and this morning he's paying the price. Reluctantly, your clansmen offer any food and drink they can scrounge together from the moaning Varl. When one offers thin mead, he pushes it away. In fact, take this away from me, he says, handing you his massive mead stein. Eventually, Sigbion comes to you. I won't get into details, he says. I was supposed to bring those casks from Reynivik back to Björnsgard. I drank maybe half by accident. Point is, you don't tell it. He's got a different sober voice than he does the drunk voice. You don't tell anyone what happened, and I won't tell anyone about the mead you got, okay? Trust me on this one. You agree and get back to travel. Bjorlf's blessing. I have no idea which of those mobs it is. I want to say Moo Bloom, because that means nothing to me, but it means so little to me that I feel like you kind of just made it up. As you're nodding off to sleep, shouts of fire pull you back to attention. Flames quickly consume a supply wagon and a few tents. A woman cries out, "My boy!" and points to a burning tent closest to the outlying Varl. Two of the giants are motionless, staring at the spreading fire with terror in their eyes. I'm going in myself. Wrapping your cloak around you, the smoke, flames, and tent become a blur as you grab the boy and slice through the back canvas with your hunting knife. You meet the ashamed look of the older Varl while the crowd cheers on your heroic act. Unfortunately, supply wagon didn't make it. F. Nether... Wait, what? F isn't a Minecraft mob? But there are nether skeletons. Or are they called wither skeletons and that's not the same thing as a nether skeleton? I'm so shocked. Is it that they're wither skeletons and not nethers? I just know there are skeletons in the nether. What in the depths was that about, you mutter to yourself? Something about the fire, Oddleaf tells you. I heard of this before. They don't like it. Doesn't change what happened, you think to yourself. It doesn't. I'm back to 0 food. I can't keep doing this, guys. Oh, why are we down here instead of up there? There's a cool little town up there. Or a fort or something. Oh man, that's just mean. You notice most of the Varl pacing while others sleep. Their brief conversations with each other and other clansmen go shorter and sharper. Go away! Roars one Varl at a young girl, asking him too many questions. All the clansmen stop and stare. Oh, how do we deal with this situation? I don't want to make a joke, because I don't think that'll go over well. What's wrong with you? The giant explains, we live in the north for its space, endless miles of snow, ice, mountains, fields, space to be alone. But here there's no time for such things. Understanding slowly trickles through the caravan, relieving some of the tension. Oh, good. Morale improved, morale declined, because everybody is dying of starvation. Oh, Björnsgard. Oh, good.
The sprawl of Björnsgard comes into view. A city of contrasting rich and poor, opportunity and gamble. Our best hope for salvation, or our grave.
Don't say graves as everybody is dying from lack of food, please. Chapter 7. Wait, you just started Chapter 7? God, maybe we should finish off the stream at some point. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. Finally, you arrive at Björnsgard, where the walls stretch for miles in both directions and are littered with the bodies of dredge, Varl, and men. Excuse the mess, shouts a voice from above the gates. Oh, wait, no. What? This dude's way too cool for that voice. Looking up, you spy a striking Varl, I'll say. His face wreathed with matted black hair. Movement at the gate catches your eye. Dredge is still banging on the gate doors without luck. Let us in, you shout. Sigbion pushes past. I won't be hearing the end of this for a while, he says before yelling. Open up, Bolvark! They've dug me out of Reykjavik! You hear a laugh echoing through on the wind as the doors creak. A dozen armed men led by the massive Var make quick work of the dredge and usher you into the city. You may be interested to know they brought a mender.
You didn't go to get a mender. Where's the mead?
Sigbion shrugs apologetically. This dude's massive. Look at him. Look at these double axes on his belt.
I guess the mender will do. Either we get a chance now, or we're completely screwed.
I'm Rook. We've come a long way as far as Skoga. Are you in charge here?
In charge of the governor, I suppose. Listen, if you have something to tell him, say it now. Otherwise, you're on your own. I don't care where you go, but stirring up trouble is probably the only reason you'll see me again. It won't be to talk.
Look at his moustache that goes out to here. It's beautiful.
Mender, come along. We're gonna go see the governor.
Bolverk and Sigbion leave with Eyvind, who goes willingly, signaling that he's fine.
Fane,
This is just like Frostfella all over again. This is nothing like Frostfella. The one in bearskin is probably leading the Ravens. Ravens? Is that good or bad? Depends on who they're working for. Hopefully it really is the governor and not someone trying to strong-arm their way into his seat. I guess we wait for Eyvind to tell us if he comes back. I'm not worried about Eyvind. I'm worried about the army of refugees we bought, who don't belong here. You're probably right. Nobody ever uttered a nice thing about Bersgard. So what now? We ought to go to the docks and see what our options are, in case we need to leave quickly. Did you notice the city guards when we came in? What guards? I have a feeling the Ravens are all they've got left. Something serious went down. And when Bellower gets here, he's going to walk right through this place without even breaking his stride. Let's keep that to ourselves for now. So, the docks? I would love to know from somebody who has a walkthrough available how much game there is left from here. Because it will determine whether we do it next week or whether we finish off Banner Saga today. I'm in the last section. Do we have any idea how long that lasts? Renown gets 1? That's horrendous. It's the last chapter, but I wonder how long it lasts. Beyond Bjornulf's Blessing, knockback on strength greater than 3 and +1 strength. Wow. But it's level 5, I don't have anyone strong enough. Alright, well what we might do is we might leave it here for today. Next week, come back, finish off Banner Saga, and then do some chill stuff afterwards. Yeah, I think that's probably what we'll do. I have to figure out what to do with my Renown. Because I want to level somebody up. Yeah, okay. We'll leave it for next week. But I also don't have any food. Like, I could level up Hogan. I like Hogan. Cost me 10, but it also improves his ability, which is fun. Let's do it. Let's waste 10. Because now I can do Bloody Flail level 2 with 5 strikes total. Alright. Yeah, exactly. Right afterwards we can do like any fun thing that we can finish off with. Alright. Well. I'm gonna quit the game. That was fun. Thanks everybody for hanging out. It was nice to have so many people this time compared to last week. So we finished Batman last week, so there's not going to be Batman this week. We've You think do you want to start that this week? All right. So what we were thinking of doing for Danny and me
is doing a swapping off Turns of Death playthrough of Dark Souls, possibly with an item randomizer, so that items are randomly placed. And maybe we'll try and add some stuff for, like, if you want to mess with our playthrough, you can in certain ways. With either, like...
I don't know how to do that.
No, I mean, I don't think it'd be self-imposed, I think. You'd be like, hey, drop 100 bits and we have to drop every item we've got. We can't use them anymore. We have to find a new equipment from whatever's left over. Things like that. Oh man, it'll be fun. Dark Souls is great. So I think we might start that this week. So, and Friday's the good day for that, isn't it? So that's Thursday evening for you guys, Friday morning for us, so the same time as Batman. We're going to change over Batman for a Dark Souls, and ideally I'll see if I can get it working with an item randomizer, so the game is all weird and wacky and we have no idea what's going on. I think that's the plan. So we'll do that. Other than that, we'll be back for more Nancy Drew on the weekend. And on Friday, if everything goes as planned, the new Solve This Murder should be out on Friday. The first chapter of our new arc, which I still haven't named. I have no idea what it's going to be called. But it should be fun. All right. Thank you, everybody. Also, Jen, your episode is out tomorrow. Yeah. I never sent you the music in advance. I hope you enjoy the music. But yeah, there you go. That's where we're at. All right, thanks everybody. You're all cool people. We'll see you later. Bye.